Hello, and thank you so much for joining us for another installment of Movies with Mom.
Hi, Mom.
This is my mom, Chris Anderson. My name is Elena Anderson. We've had a little hiatus for about a month, just had busy schedules, lots of last minute things come up, just haven't been able to get...
sick.
Yeah, Mom got sick. I was traveling and started a new job, so we were kind of tired. But we're back, and today we are going to review The Secret Life of Walter Mitty.
It's all about taking risks.
Exactly.
What you can miss if you don't.
Exactly. I love this film because it's about a guy who he's just an average guy, and he is feeling very unfulfilled, having a hard time just having the courage to talk to someone he likes. And he gets thrust on an adventure when he cannot find a photograph negative. He works at Life magazine. And he goes to look for his friend Sean Penn, who is out in the field shooting photographs for the magazine, and finds himself in several different countries, and it's pretty cool. Anyway, so the main character is quite the daydreamer, and we get to go with him in his head, in his fantasy land, and that's the amazing thing about the story. It's based on a short story written earlier in the
30s.
Yeah, in the 30s, and it's been adapted a couple of times. The original was with Danny Kaye, and I believe it was a musical, wasn't it?
Probably had some musicality to it
some,
somewhere.
Some music. And of course, Danny Kaye is Danny Kaye, if anybody knows about that.
Former Mariner owner.
Yeah, he's on the Mariners.
Mm-hmm.
Brilliant comedic actor, super talented singer, dancer, very versatile actor. Mm-hmm. This version stars Ben Stiller, who's also very well known for being very comedic. Remember Zoolander?
Yes. Those are not kitty ass lips. Those are Zoolander lips.
Anyway, but in this
Sorry.
In this particular movie, he goes a little bit more subdued, a little more gravitas, I guess you could say.
I don't know that word. I spelled it in Scrabble, but gravitas, just like, I know it's a real word, but I never looked it up.
I think it just means more serious.
Oh, well, no wonder I didn't know anything about it. Serious? Are you kidding?
That Tom Brokaw had, on national television, just very serious.
The thing I liked about this movie is that while he was having these fantasies about how he would like to have his relationship or find, get the nerve to get a relationship with this woman of his dreams,
Kristen Wig,
that he ends up going outside of his fantasies and living it in the search for those negatives. And my favorite scene was when he was in the Himalayas, and I think it was the Himalayas. Or
yes,
Tibet.
The Himalayas.
And they were, he found the guy who he was searching for that was supposedly had the negatives, and they're taking a photograph of a snow leopard, and chose to not take the shot because living the experience of seeing that creature that was so extraordinary was more valuable to the photographer than taking the shot, which... That's, I get that, taking photographs myself. I get that thinking, but then again, how can you share it if you don't take the shot?
I know. That's the thing these days about modern culture that I love that they bring up at the very end, toward the end of the film. His choice to he'd gone all the way to get this picture of this very rare cat.
Snow leopard.
The snow leopard. And he chooses to just not do the superficial thing and take the photograph. He experiences witnessing this beautiful thing. And my favorite line of Sean Penn's in this film, it really has been just this line that I carry in my heart that's helped me with my thinking about life. He tells Ben Stiller's character, Walter, that beautiful things don't ask for attention or need attention. Yeah, when you're confident and you know your worth, you don't have to flaunt it, and that's
like the
I
snow
think the
leopard.
lesson of the movie. Exactly. And the awesome thing about this also isn't just, I mean, the story's great. There's a couple of scenes where you're like, wow, this daydream is just weird. Why are we watching this? Like the Kristen Wig and Ben Stiller scene where it's like Benjamin Button.
That was in an extra, wasn't it?
No,
they had a
no.
portion of it, but it went further in the extras. That we'll save that for people who'd like to watch it on the video.
But what was the name of the stretch it toy that he had? What do they call that? Where you
Gumby? No. Stretcho. It was actually marketed. I remember it, but I can't remember what he called it.
It's like a toy from the 60s or 70s where it has really stretchy arms. Anyway, that was funny.
Can't remember the name of it, the toy.
Anyway, he carried it in a suitcase the whole movie, almost.
But the most important shot, that's what's going to be on this cover, the final cover, was of him. And so that was poignant in and of itself. It's like, this is the man that was the most influential photograph, or a person or a thing, or the most influential photo was of the man who reviewed all the negatives.
Yeah. The very last cover of Life magazine, the final cover, was of Walter Mitty just doing his everyday job. And that was the amazing thing, was that the mundane, the things that we think are less, are actually the most important. Going to your job every day, doing what you're good at for just the service that you give, the people that you meet every day.
Taking your mom to the doctors.
And doing movies with your mom.
Watching the Seahawks almost lose the game today.
It's the simple everyday things of life are worth taking a picture of. They're not just worth taking a picture of, they're worth living. And Walter goes through this long arc of life-altering travel experiences to realize his strength and his worth, and that he can live his life.
Well, not only that, is that he found that he trapped himself inside this box of responsibility, assuming the role of the father after his father passes away.
I know.
And so he traps himself, and it's about his escape, not only into the fantasy world that he has in his mind, but into his life by taking risks and stepping out there to experience things head on instead of wishful thinking in the fantasy world, which I can so relate to.
I know. I'm a daydreamer too. I love thinking about what I could do in the future. My mind goes off in La La Land. I like to write.
Queen. Sorry. Daydream believer.
Daydream believer.
I went and saw Michael Nesmith at the back door in Seattle.
What?
Yeah, I did. Well, it was a couple years ago, and I was so excited.
A couple years ago?
When
was this?
Huh?
A couple of years ago?
Yeah.
Where was I?
I don't know. You weren't in China.
Yeah, I was traveling somewhere probably.
You might.
I
think it was 94. I mean, 94.
No.
2014.
Yeah, I was in India.
That explains that, Lucy.
Yeah. Oh, that reminds me. They had the most amazing scenes filmed in Iceland. You need to go to Iceland, everyone. Like, it's just so beautiful.
See it on video.
I got to do a road trip. Yeah. It wasn't cold. Well, it was kind of cold when I went, but the cinematography in that country in this film is absolutely stunning.
I bet it is, darling.
It is very, very amazing. And I don't know if that sounds like I'm from Iceland. Are you okay?
Inhaled it. Marble feather. Iceland?
Yes, Iceland. It's a beautiful country. Amazing clean air, clean water. It's a beautiful place. But most of this film is shot.
No trees.
No trees, not really. Only a few. But most of this film is shot there. And because of it, I think a lot of people now travel to Iceland a lot more. This film from 2012 spawned this kind of desire for a lot of people near my age, 20s and 30s, to go vacation in Iceland more frequently. So now tourism has gone up. I know, we should go to Spain. We're going to go to Spain someday.
We'll have to do.
Speaking of a really awesome Hispanic artist, also, there's this awesome soundtrack with vocals by Jose Gonzalez. It is fantastic. I played it on repeat in the car.
Is that on here?
In Iceland.
Is that on here?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go.
Really, really great music. Anyway, so it's starring, written and directed, not written and directed, but adapted, directed by Ben Stiller and other people. And of course, the great Sean Penn, and then Kristen Wig. Her comic timing is amazing. And of course,
I just remember her from Despicable Me too.
Yeah, great actress.
Lucy!
I love that actress. Anyway, we highly recommend you have this in your collection. It's a great, feel-good, awesome movie, just about what it means.
Stunning visuals.
Yeah, stunning visuals. It's just a great coming-of-age movie. A great movie about what it really means to be like just a human being living life and getting over your fears. So definitely watch it sometime with your mom.
Or your bear.
Or your bear. You know, whatever.
Snacks! Oh, sorry.
On that note, have a lovely, 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 wonderful day, week, evening, whatever it is you watch this film. We're so glad you've joined us. And Will says hi.
Bye.
Bye.